Good morning, Hoover. It's Mrs. McCosco with your morning announcements. Thank you for tuning in to the news. Today is Thursday, April 7th, 2020. Happy National Tourism Day, Hoover. That's right. Today happens to be National Tourism Day. And if you don't know what the word tourism means, it's basically just a bigger word that means traveling or visiting places of interest. And since it is National Tourism Day, that means we want to focus on those places in our own country that might be interesting for us to visit or a place that we've always wanted to go to. And that's why I'm sitting here today where I am in front of this steel and glass structure. Anybody want to take a guess where I am? Maybe what city or state in the United States? Well, I happen to be sitting here in front of part of the World Trade Center in New York City. The glass and steel structure behind me is a place, part of the train station that's called the Oculus. So this is a wonderful place that I have never seen and I always wanted to explore or see what it looks like. So today is the perfect day on National Tourism Day to do a little bit of research or look at some places that you would like to visit throughout the United States. And so many of these different websites and places are offering virtual field trips that you can go ahead and take a visit today to one of these favorite places. So happy researching and traveling on National Tourism Day. Now it's time to take a look at our Hoover birthdays. We do have one very special birthday today. We would like to wish a happy birthday to Graham in first grade who's celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Graham. Now it's time for our favorite part of the news segment, Around Town. Let's check in and see what our Hoover Hawk friends have been up to. So the first picture that we received was from Lincoln. Here's a picture of Lincoln with his brother Aiden. They built this incredible fort in the backyard. Look how sturdy this looks. It even looks like it's waterproof with that tarp that's around the outside. Pretty cool and inspirational. It even looks like you have electricity and a light in the ceiling. That's pretty incredible, Lincoln. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. And next up, we have a picture from Frankie. She did this beautiful artwork that she shared with us. I love the colorful drawing of Yoda. Maybe she did this on May 4th for our May the 4th Be With You project. Pretty impressive, Frankie. Thank you for sharing. And next up, we have this beautiful picture from Lucy. She drew this for Mrs. Nelson as part of Teacher Appreciation Day, along with the message, I miss you. And she was so thoughtful, she made sure to include all of her teachers. She has balloons for Mrs. Gamble and hearts and rainbows for Mr. Hain and Mrs. H. Mrs. Hall in gym class, she has a dumbbell there for her, and also a book for me in the library, a piñata for Senora, and musical notes for Mrs. C. Boy, that was all very thoughtful of you, Lucy. Thank you so much for doing that. And next we have a picture from Amelia. Amelia shared this picture yesterday during a virtual meeting with Mrs. Hogan Miller. She drew a beautiful picture with the message, you are the best teacher. And we have to agree with you, Amelia. Mrs. Hogan Miller is the best. And I was very lucky to be able to join in on the virtual meeting yesterday with all of my kindergarten friends and see Amelia and share a story with everybody. So thank you very much, Amelia, for sharing this and for taking time to make this for Mrs. Hogan Miller. And next we have another beautiful drawing from a kindergarten friend, Anne. Anne, thank you so much for sharing this yesterday during our virtual meeting with Mrs. Hogan Miller. She drew a picture of herself with Mrs. Hogan Miller and stars all over, and also the message, I love you. That was so heartwarming and thoughtful, Anne. We really appreciated and love seeing you. So I have many more pictures from my kindergarten friends in our virtual meeting today, but I'm going to save some of them for tomorrow. So keep those pictures coming if you have anything to share with us from Teacher Appreciation Week or your adventures, and we'll continue with more pictures tomorrow. Now it's time for Hoover Happenings. You know we always have great things happening at Hoover. Dr. Gill and the rest of the teachers, and myself included, would like to thank all the parents out there who are watching, and of course all of the students who have done all kinds of special things this week for teacher appreciation. You really have warmed some hearts and really have put smiles on all of our faces. We greatly appreciate all the time and effort that you've put into sending emails and making signs and even attending virtual meetings wearing a shirt that just might happen to be the favorite color of your teacher. You've really put some effort and thought into all of the things that you have done, and your kindness really shines through. So thank you so much for everything you have done this week. Now it's time for Hoover Happenings. You know we always have great things happening at Hoover. Dr. Gill and the rest of the teachers, and myself included, would like to thank all the parents out there who are watching, and of course all of the students who have done all kinds of special things this week for teacher appreciation. You really have warmed some hearts and really have put smiles on all of our faces. We greatly appreciate all the time and effort that you've put into sending emails and making signs and even attending virtual meetings wearing a shirt that just might happen to be the favorite color of your teacher. You've really put some effort and thought into all of the things that you have done, and your kindness really shines through. We're all very grateful to be a part of the Hoover Hawk family and appreciate everything that you do. Now will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, that's all the news I have for today, Hoover. Remember to stay safe, be respectful, and prepared. I hope you have a hawksome day of learning. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.